Hello and everyone. Welcome to the last week of the 7 weeks course. And those of you who have been following these weeks, you already know something and you have already felt something. So we can start directly with the meditation. And as you already know, we start meditation with raising our Kundalini and doing bandhan 7 times. So let's do it together. Let's do it slowly. While doing this, we keep our attention on the left hand. With the left hand, we help our attention and to raise our Kundalini up while right hand is rotating around. And here on the top of the head, we leave our attention. Okay? So let's do it together slowly. You can close your eyes if you want to, or else look at your left hand. So we raise it up on top of the head and we give it a swirl and a knot. And we do it second time again. And 2 knots. And we give it a third time. Three knots. And we keep our attention there. Now slowly, with the right hand from the left hand side, we do the bandhan above our head and down to the right side. And again, 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now we join our both hands together. So now we can put our hands on our lap, open like this. And we can close our eyes. And we ask our Mother Kundalini to please lead us into meditation tonight. Let's put both our hands on the ground. Symbolically, we put them on Mother Earth. And here we ask Mother Earth to please absorb all the obstacles within our subtle system. Please keep your eyes closed. Let your attention be within you, inside. Just observe. Observe what is happening inside you. Without thoughts. Don't think, don't imagine, just observe, just be. We can now put our left hand back on the lap and the right hand, let it stay on the ground. This way we can balance our left channel, our left side. Mother Kundalini, please balance our left side. Our emotions, feelings, now observe what you can feel. If you can feel the cool breeze, kind of like a soft, cool wind in your hand, in your left hand, or also on top of your head. Just observe if you feel cool breeze, this soft, cool wind on your hand. It means that you are in balance, your left side is balanced. If it is heat coming out or warmth, or you don't feel anything, or maybe you feel heaviness, or maybe it's tingling, or any other sensation except for cool, soft wind, it means that it is working out. There are some obstructions, some obstacles in the system, and it is working out. So you just give it some time, some moments to work it out. Don't do anything. It works by itself. We can put our right hand on the heart. While keeping the left hand open on the lap. And here we can say, I am the Spirit. Verily, I am the Atma. This is the core of our being, the Spirit. The Spirit is nothing else than joy, peace, and love. And we want our Spirit to manifest in us more and more. We want to be transformed, to be the joy, the peace, and the love. This is the true self. I am the true self. We can say in ourselves, I am my true self. I am the Spirit. Let's put our right hand on the lap. So both hands are on the lap now. Now try to see and observe what kind of vibrations you have. As you remember, vibrations, according to Sahaja Yoga, is nothing physical, it's not shaking and it's not pulsating. Vibrations is more subtle. Manifestation of vibrations we feel as cool breeze, as this cool, soft wind, which we can feel on our hands, on the top of our fingers, and on the top of our head. Now let's balance our right side as well. For that, we put our left hand up with the palm facing backwards. While keeping our right hand open. Our right channel is getting purified by the ether element, by the air element. So our left hand here is kind of like a chimney that leads out all the excessive heat in the body, accumulated from excessive planning or too much work or stress, too much thinking. All this is done through the right channel, and that accumulates a lot of heat in our body, a lot of stress, which can cause later on different kinds of diseases. So we want to balance our channels. Mother Kundalini Please balance our right channel. Please let all the excessive heat, all the excessive thoughts, all the excessive actions, planning, whichever is excessive, whichever is too much, please let it come out. We can observe now and see how our right side is feeling, if it is heavy, if it is hot, or maybe you can feel the cool breeze, wind, cool vibrations. Now we can put both the hands on the lap and here we ask Mother Kundalini this primordial cosmic energy within each and every one, which is now awakened in us. We can ask Mother Kundalini, please make us balanced personalities. Mother Kundalini, please lead us into meditation. Please give us meditation. If there are a lot of thoughts in your head, then just say, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. Now we can watch a video with Shri Mataji where she speaks about the spirit.
Be honest to yourself. You have no business to cheat yourself for anything whatsoever. If you are hypnotized, awaken yourself. Arise and find what is the best, absolute, and the only thing that you have to find, your spirit. Your spirit resides in the heart. It is the reflection of God Almighty. It enjoys itself by itself. It is the spectator of the work of its power, the Holy Ghost. It watches you and is called as the knower of the field. It knows what you are doing, what are your aspirations, what mistakes you are committing. It goes to a long extent to forgive and forgive and forgive. Forgiveness is one of the qualities of the Spirit. It forgives you and says, it will work out, it will come around. But when you go too far, say if you pay too much attention to your physical being or to your mental being, if you try to think too much, the Spirit indicates its displeasure and you get a heart attack. Heart attack comes to you through displeasure of the Spirit. If the Spirit is angry with you, you get a heart attack. That means you have neglected your spirit, you have paid attention to things which are not important. You have looked after things which are not important. You have not worried about yourself about the spirit, about your seed. Even if you lost, say in any fanatic behavior of reading some books and things and taking out certain things, remembering them by heart and then having an argument and course on it and all that. In all genuineness and goodness, but stupidity, there also you can get heart attack. Heart is very important. It sometimes gives you first warning by giving you a partial paralysis, because in the heart a sort of a resentment is created by the Spirit, which creates a clot, and that clot, when it goes into the brain, you get a partial paralysis, so that you do not move any further. Your attention is taken to it. Then you start thinking of God, thinking of all the things, and maybe if you come to Sahaja, you get cured, because again your spirit forgives you. We are taking too much liberty with our spirit. It is true, God has given you freedom, and He is not going to take away your freedom at any cost. You have to be absolutely free to choose whether to go to heaven or to go to hell. He is not going to force you. Only thing one can do is to explain to you and tell you that this is the way you go to hell. Even then, if you want to go, then what can anybody do about it? Even God, He doesn't want to challenge your freedom at all. He doesn't want to make you in any way bound to Him, like some people are bound, just bound without understanding. But He wants your complete liberation. So first stage is that you have to choose your liberation through your own freedom of choice. Now, up to this point, till you were human beings, there was no choice for you. But after becoming a human being, you were given the choice because you could develop well to understand what is right and wrong in your own freedom, so that you can enter into the kingdom of God as People who are free and have chosen good in their own glory and in their own freedom. This is the only small little step where we always confuse our freedom with our ego. For example, now this hall is here, say, for me to speak. Right? Somebody comes from outside who has been sort of worked up in some sort of an organization and thinks that he's doing the greatest work in the whole world in such a myth. Comes down here in that ego state, sits down here, asks me questions after questions, questions after questions, questions after questions, doesn't allow anybody else to speak, takes away all my time to himself as if this hall is booked by him and all the audience is gathered by him. He's least bothered as to see that this is an ego that is working. So we should not confuse our freedom with ego. That's what I have to give you a counsel. Try to differentiate your ego from your freedom. When you are ego bound, you are a slave of your ego. When you are super ego bound, you are a slave of your super ego, of your conditioning. For example, you are born a Christian, you are a Christian. You are gone forever then. Alright, you are a Christian, but what about real Christianity within you? What about your rebirth in the real sense of the word? So you become enslaved to these things, so there is no freedom. And spirit is the freedom, is the free being within us. It is detached. It cannot be killed. It cannot be blown away. It cannot be burnt away. It is eternal, anant. It is eternal. That spirit is joy. That spirit is the source of joy. That emits joy. Joy is different from happiness and unhappiness. Ego, when it feels pampered, it feels happy. I like it, I like it. This I business is ego pampering. That is not joy, because you like to drink today and tomorrow you don't like to have a headache. It has the double side of I like and I don't like. You like something through your ego, dislike through your super ego. So it is a one coin and they have two faces, one is happiness, another is unhappiness. Joy is beyond that. Joy is a drama. Seer is a witness. You see a drama, you know it's a drama going on, you just watch it as a drama. You are not involved and you are seeing it and enjoying it. You are crying if you see something, you are weeping, but you know you are not that. It's a drama. Seer, the witness. Your spirit is the witness. And when you become the spirit, you become the witness. You become the witness. For example, you are seeing something through a window. There's something exists in the window, for example. Now you enter inside the room and you see through the window. Your conditioning is like one wave arising in you as a thought which comes from the past. It rises again, another thought comes up and goes in the past. First the past thought is there and then another future thought is there, it disappears. You see the thought rising but you can't see the disappearing of the thought. In between that is the present. That's the place is established, that present is established when your attention becomes enlightened by the Spirit. Either you think of the future or of the past. But I say now, at this moment, at the present, you cannot stand there because your spirit is not enlightened. Because his spirit is the present. When you get your realization, you find that you are not thinking of the future or the past, you are just enjoying. Everything becomes different. The whole life becomes a drama, and the joy out of it starts coming out. And you really enjoy small, small things here and there. And you really understand how much joy was lost before realization. This is not your mental thing that gives you joy, but the joy pours on you from your head, just like this, a cool thing starts pouring down. As some people have a feeling of the tension rising up, it's the same way a cool sort of thing, flow of joy you feel in your whole body pours out. Sometimes this cool breeze that rises in the head also starts becoming like a fountain pouring down that joy. You look at the pictures, for example, see this star of Moses. You see David's star, you see that. When you see that, you can think about it. Or else you just watch this. Watch it and don't think. The joy of the creation of that thing, whole thing, becomes one with you. Like all the creation around, a lake is completely felt in the lake if the lake has no ripples. Completely. In the same way, all that is joy. The Creator, whosoever it may be, has put there. You get the complete joy within yourself because there is no thought. There is no barrier, no conditioning. The whole thing becomes one with you and you start feeling extremely happy, extremely joyous. A feeling which is indescribable. It is to be just enjoyed, to be felt. Like Kabira was asked, why don't you speak now? So he says in Hindi language, he's one of the terrific poets we had. He says, Jab mast hue fir kya bole? When I have gone into the nectar of the intoxication, of the spirit, now what can I talk? There's no word. No cup can fill this joy. No words can fill this meaning. You better be with me and get it and enjoy yourself. That's all he could say.
Let's now sit in the meditation for a while and we can listen to the music for 2-3 minutes. It's meditative music with the santur instrument, which is meant for the crown chakra on the top of our head. we can slowly open our eyes. Hopefully you could experience today your own spirit. Hopefully you could feel the joy, the cool vibrations. Maybe you could feel peace inside yourself. Maybe your thoughts stopped completely for some while, and you could feel that you could rest in it. And you could feel relaxed, balanced, cooled down. So today the theme is going deeper. Sahaja Yoga is bottomless meditation. And you can go deeper as much as you can, as much as you want, and still there will be no bottom in it. So there are a few points which we can point out for you now, which are most important. First of all is meditation itself. Means that you need to meditate every day, in the morning and in the evening. We know that it is not easy to do it by yourself when you are new beginner in this, but it's all possible. It's all your desire, and we do it in a very simple way. You can do it at home. You just raise your kundalini and do the bandhan, and then you bow to your own kundalini and you ask Mother Kundalini, or you can just say Mother, please cleanse me, please let me go into meditation. And you sit for a while. It would be very good if you would come to the state of thoughtlessness. If you come to that state, you will touch the joy, the source of joy, the source of love, and the source of peace within you. It will nourish you. It will give you harmony and balance. And definitely it will help in daily life, in every relationship, and so on. It will transform you step by step. So meditation is very important. Without it, we cannot grow deeper. Second is collective meditation, not only by yourself, but also once in a while. For example, once a week you join collective meditation. Now it's a lot of meditations online, so it's easy to find. And as you know, we have continuing course further, so please join this. It is also important. Why? Because when we do it collectively, it is much stronger. And then the third point, which is also very important, that you have noticed that all of us are having a picture, a photo of Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, who is the founder of Sahaja Yoga. Everything that we know, everything that we share with you, everything that we have got, that we give further, we have learned and we have got from Shri Mataji. She has lived as a human being, as a woman, as a housewife. She was a mother and a wife. But she is not an ordinary person. And we need to recognize her sooner or later. We need to recognize this. And we do it also in meditation through vibrations. So it is very important to have Shri Mataji's picture, because we get vibrations from the picture. And we will show you a small video now. It is a short video where, of course, Shri Mataji has got often, or once in a while, has got this question, Mother, why shall we use your picture? So Shri Mataji was answering it with a little bit, with a hint of humor as well. So we will watch this video now.
Any other question, please? Yes, please. Little loudly. Can you say loudly, please? What's it?
Why is your picture sitting on the table next to you?
Why you don't like it? It's a question really is something I can't understand. You see, if I am something, if this picture is my true picture, then why not have it? With this picture, you will be surprised. The person who first got realization got through this picture. In this picture, there are vibrations. When you will get realized, you will know that only this picture has that vibration, because the real thing it is. Thank God the science has given us the real thing. If there were cameras before, we would have had pictures of all those great people. Because there were no photographs, they said better not have any pictures. Because all the pictures were imaginary, done by people who wanted to have some money. With this picture, many people have been cured. Alright? It's a very good thing that has happened, that we can take pictures now. Because I think I cannot meet everyone in this world, but they can at least see my picture.
Well, can we just clarify then? Do you claim that you can heal or cure?
I do not claim, I do it. No question of claiming, you see. I do it, I've done it. You can do it also. Everyone can do it. This Dr. Warren has done. He's cured so many people.
You just said it could be done through a photograph. Could you explain that?
Yes, it is surprising, you know. Myself, I was surprised as you are, that my photograph has also got vibrations, and people get cured with photographs. In your country only, when I came, the press was very kind to me. The reason was, there was a lady who was sick with coma, and they said she had got
cerebral aneurysm.
And another disciple of mine took my photograph, put it under her head, and she started getting all right, in the sense that she started opening her eyes. So the doctors got frightened. They said, even if she gets all right, she will be damaged. She won't be able to walk. But today she's perfectly all right. Not only that, but she is very hard-working surgeon. So it's all right.
How does it work? Any idea
how does it work? How does it work from the photograph?
From the photograph. The photograph is a real image of myself. See, and this my body has got a coefficients which emits vibration. Same happens with the photograph. That too has the same coefficients. Of course, it hasn't got the other dimension, but it also emits the vibrations because of the coefficients being the same. So even if you take Christ's photograph, it's not real because it's all come out of the unconscious, all right. but there's a lot of imagination put in. Any photograph if you take of any person, it is like that. But there are so many things I've seen which have come out of the Mother Earth. They emit vibration. Like Stonehenge in England has vibration. So many places like that have vibration, but not so strong as mine, because I'm a living person.
There was one fellow in Russia, supposed to be very intelligent. He said that, all right, if we keep mother's photograph and also the icons, we can get the same type of vibration. You cannot. Because icons are made by some artist, imaginary. These are not representing actually even Maria or Christ or anyone. They are all imaginary. If Italian ones makes Christ, he is Italian style. If somebody French one makes, he is thin like French. If you get somebody, say from Holland, he'll have a forehead like that. So you can see Christ. If he's Japanese, he'll have chinky eyes. If he is Chinese, he'll have no nose. If it's Indian, he'll be dark. So all kinds of Christs I've seen. And I feel that how can they emit vibrations, tell me? While with my photograph, how can you compare? Also cameras were to be developed at this time. Do you notice that point? Cameras were developed at this time, not before that. This loudspeaker was not developed before this. So all these things are, even video, even the way you are seeing my image there, was that available before? No. So this is a very special time where science has also supported seekers to find it. Science has supported.
So first, just like a scientist, you try to accept one by, there's nothing has to be done. I mean, don't have to pay me anything, of course, that goes. You don't have to do any acrobatics or anything. But for example, a small thing like my photograph. You see, many people say, why your photographs? So use your photograph, I say, if that works out. You see, it's something surprising. That's how people challenge me. Why your photograph? I say, why not use yours? I'll be very happy, use anybody's. But it doesn't work out. What to do now? It's my photograph that works out, but even if you don't like it, you have to use it. What can I do? It's as simple as that, you see. But in that I don't gain anything from you. I don't want anything from you. Nothing material that you can give me. But you'll enjoy. You'll enjoy my laugh. You'll enjoy.
But Sahaja Yoga is becoming, is awakening and realization. How is it going to work out? It was a very big problem for me. It's not that I can just give you a book and you just sit and read it and say that, yes, I've got it, I've become. It's real becoming, ripening, maturing, living process. Now how am I to do it? And here is the answer, is a photograph. So this is what it is, that all your medias can be used through my photograph. What a blessing it is. And the photograph, if you think is representing me, I think you are not expressing it fully. I was amazed that my photographs are much more powerful than any statues put together, even produced by Mother Earth. Because photograph has got so many elements in it. For example, you see, it has got light element, it has got water element, it has got earth element, it has got also air element. If the air is not all right, you cannot get a photograph. And also it has got the ether element. With all these 5 elements, you cannot produce a statue. Ether element it has got, because if you have a photograph here, you can transcend it to any other place. You can, what you call that, transmit it to any place. Photograph can be transmitted. But you cannot transmit a statue as it is anyway. Only the photograph of a statue can. So it has also got ether element. So photograph is much more powerful than any other statue. Moreover, it is a reproduction, no doubt. But reproduction of reality with 5 elements. So I wouldn't call it just a representative, it's quite me. Because my attention is there. So the protocol of these photographs also is important. To start developing that faith. You should keep one photograph with you all the time in your pocket. Respect it. As many as possible. Respect them.
So Srimataji was talking or mentioning the protocol of the photograph, and there is a protocol. Photograph you can download at the website, and you can print it, and then it will be this black-white photograph that I have here. And then when you print it, whichever size you wish, you can put it in a frame. So you can, yes, here you can see it. You can put it in a wooden frame. Please don't use plastic frames, just use a simple wooden frame. It can be white, it can be brown colored, not plastic and not black color, but just simple. And it should be glass also. Some of the pictures they have, instead of glass, they have kind of plastic thing instead. But find one simple one with a glass and with a wood. And then you just use a new cloth. It can be cotton. It can be, yeah, whatever you like, just something new and nice, simple. And then a candle. Also, if you wish, you can decorate with a flower or flowers. But this is a picture and a candle and a cloth. And you put it in a place somewhere nice, clean place where you can sit down for meditation. And every time you come for meditation, you lit the light and then you sit down and meditate. So this is it. And also, if you would like to read something, then you can read a book written by Srimataji, which is called as Meta-Modern Era. Many of the questions, here it is. Srimataji was talking about also about ecology and everything. So it is really great book to read, and anyone can read and understand. So this is tips for you to what you could read. So we have finished now, and yes, the question is, should we sorry, should we look at the picture while meditating? Yes, you can do that. It's good to do that. It's like watching, but not with the judgment, so to say, but you just watch with without thoughts, like watching meditation and keep your hands open. And then when you feel, you can close your eyes also. So it's good both ways. And if you do foot soak, then it's also good to sit with open eyes and watch the photograph of Sri Mataji for 5 to 10 minutes would be enough for the foot soak. And after that, you can sit down for a few minutes more for meditation. So if you have any questions, we have 10-15 minutes for the questions now. You can either unmute yourself and talk, or you can write them in the chat, or else you can just leave